Hello. Okay, I'm back again, and in this one, I want to talk about like the black magic. It's like you have to go through things in order for you to figure out this magic. Like that's what people are doing. Like, you're not gonna know what people are doing until you go through some things. Once you go through some things and you be like, you know what? Like, I think they did something. I always thought somebody was doing something to me. I'm like, why is life like this? I couldn't believe like the shit that I was going through, and I'm like, yo, like I do everything. I do everything. I was like, how the fuck am I going through this stuff like this? And it's like I do everything right. I'm a good person. I help people, and it's like, and it was just always a problem. I couldn't understand it. You know, the whole thing is people don't know you and they don't know where you come from. You know, so I grew up in foster care. Like that's just how I grew up. I aged out at 29, but when I was in foster care, like I was in a group home. I was a group home girl, and my group home mother, they have shifts, so it's like every shift, every 8 hours, it's another staff that's there. But she was like my mom, Miss Davis, so that's why I call people by their last name. Like I don't call people by their first name because that's like disrespectful, and you're not supposed to address people like that. And you can't be like, what? No, like she taught me like you say yes to me, you don't what me. I was like, oh, like she was like real strict. So I'm like real strict because that's how I was brought up. Like, oh, you can't just talk to me any kind of way. But whatever. That's because I was brought up that way. I have curfew. I have this. There was rules. There was rules. There was regulations. There was rules. I didn't know about magic like that. Like I knew, like my mom, she did tell me stuff. But I ignored her. I ignored her. I was like, this bitch is crazy. Like, I didn't believe what she was saying. Oh my god. It's always noisy here. Like, it doesn't matter. It's like, it's a little faint, but you can still hear it if you try. So, what was it? My mom, she would tell me stuff. Like, she would tell me, like, for you to know when someone is doing work against you, it's like the work is always gonna backfire. She's like, you're blessed, you're protected, like nothing's ever gonna happen to you. My mom told me that. I didn't believe her. I didn't believe her. And she was like, oh, people gonna try to come for you. She's like, they're gonna try to kill you. They're gonna do all kinds of stuff. But she's like, it's never gonna work. Like, it's never gonna work. And she's like, the only way you're gonna know that someone is working against you is because when it backfires, it's gonna backfire back to them, and they're gonna go through all kinds of things, supernatural things that are unbelievable. Like you can't believe like this is happening to them, but it's because they were doing work against you. I didn't believe my mother, and I think after that conversation, I was put in foster care. I was 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. I was in foster care. And I finished high school in August. I graduated in the summer of 98. And then I go to college, this little ghetto ass college. But I'm like, I'm in a group home. You don't come from nothing. And then I get the opportunity to go to college, and then it's like, oh, I get to go away. So it was just like a big deal for me, you know? And, I was just happy to be there. I was going for alcoholism and drug abuse. Yeah, that was my major, but it didn't work out. They was like, you have to be like a crackhead or an ex-drug addict in order for you to teach someone that's an addict about drugs. Like, you have to be on drugs. I was like, I'm not on drugs. Like, I'm not. There was like, you could never be a counselor, or I can't help those kind of people. So then that's why I changed professions, or I changed majors, into just business management and human resources, but I wanted to help the people that had a problem, that had alcoholism, that had drug abuse problems. Like I wanted to help those kind of people, but they were like, no, you can't help them because you don't have a drug problem. Like you're clean, so it's like they're not gonna listen to you and they're not gonna respect you because you don't have a story to tell. I was like, okay, like I'm gonna just find something else to do. Whatever. That was with college. That was the major. And college, it was just college. I was just there to go to school. I'm in foster care. Like I live with 7 other girls in the house. Like I don't have like a mom. Like I don't have someone that is there for me. It was like I was always by myself. And then it's people that you meet. Like I never thought that this dude from college ever had any kind of anything towards me. Like I wasn't fucking with nobody in college. I think I was with this old man. He was like 50. I don't know how old he was. He was just old. His name was Nokanda LeGrand. Nokanda LeGrand. And then everybody started talking about him, like, oh, his family. I don't know, about murders. They were talking about murders, like you have them locked in the basement, and people were talking about all these murders and all this stuff from his past. And then whenever I would ask about it, he would get upset, and he didn't want to talk about it. Whatever. So that didn't go anywhere. And then I don't know if the murders were true. Like I don't know if he was a murderer. I don't know if he was a killer. I don't know the family. Nothing. But then when I met him, it was like he would have a baby picture, like the baby picture. So I'm thinking he has a baby, and the baby was older than me. Like he had the picture, but the picture was an old picture. Like the child was older than me at the time, and I was like, wow, like it was like everything was just a lie. That was that. And then I think this dude, it was like we were just I thought we were just friends. I maybe had liked him as I maybe liked him because we were from the Bronx, but I didn't know him as a person. I didn't know his character. I didn't know his ways. So I was like, we was just cool. I'm thinking we were just cool. We would never fucked around. Never fucked around. Never fucked around. Never fucked around. Never kissed. Never nothing. Not even holding hands. Nothing. So it's like, so you find somebody else that want to be with you. You find somebody else. His name was Chris, right? His name was Chris. And he was a basketball player. And whatever. And it was what it was. Like, you don't want it, somebody else will be there. Like, fuck, like, there was nothing wrong with me. I have no children. I'm not in a relationship. I have everything going for myself. You can be with anyone you want. You're like 18, young, hot, ready. And it's like you could do whatever you want to do. And then he got mad because I got with Chris, and I'm like, I didn't know he cared. I didn't know he cared. I really thought he was gay. Like I really thought he was gay. Pito, talking about Pito. I really thought he was gay because it's like I don't know. Maybe that's just the young mentality. Like you could be with a person and then they don't want to fuck with you. So and then it's like, oh, you don't want to fuck with me. Oh, you must be gay then. Like that's the young mentality. Like you must be gay because anybody would want to be with me, and then I'm trying to be with this one person and they didn't want nothing to do with me. So I'm like, you go find somebody else to be with. And that's what it was. That's high school. That was college. But and then turns to find out he was angry because I wasn't with him. He was angry and he did black magic to curse my life. I'm already in a group home. You know, I'm already in a group home. I'm already like doing things on my own. I'm on my own. Then this boy wants to come and curse my life because he's mad because I didn't want to be, well, you know, he didn't want to be with me. So I went and found somebody else that wanted to be with me. So it's like, what the fuck? You want someone, and the one you want doesn't want you, so you go find somebody else. That's how it goes. Like, whenever you don't take the opportunity, somebody else is gonna come and they're gonna do everything that the other person failed to do. You can't be mad. You had the opportunity and you were first and you didn't want it, so somebody else will get it. Whatever, that's that. Then I get married, and then it's like this dude already cursed my life, right? I'm sorry, New York City. It's always so noisy here. But Blackmagic, talking about Blackmagic, and this was Bito. This was college. So he cursed me because he was angry because we weren't together. I didn't know he was angry. I didn't know he had any kind of feelings. I thought he didn't like me. I thought he didn't care. I thought he was gay. that's my truth. I thought he was gay. Whatever. So he cursed me in fucking college at 18 years old. He cursed me. So, and then now I'm not in college and I'm moving forward. I'm not in the group home, and then I get married. Like I was in a relationship first, and then I'm married. The person I'm married, his name is Fito. Middle name is Fito. His first name is Rodolfo Reyes, but it's Fito, so they called him Fito. And it was like Bito, but it's not Bito, it's Fito. And I'm married to him, and everybody was like, why are you married to him? He's a fucking idiot. He was just so dumb. And then he was Spanish, and then it's like, I speak Spanish, but I'm not Spanish. It's like I speak English before I speak Spanish, but I listen to Spanish music. So then I'm in the relationship with this Spanish man, and he was more Spanish than me. So then it's like I was never Spanish enough, or it's like I was never enough. Like something was always wrong, or I was too ghetto, or I was too this, and I was too that, and I was smoking, and I was, you know, it was always a problem. And when I was married, I was always alone. Like he was never there. Like he was always out fucking around or doing whatever he was doing. It didn't work out. But I know when things didn't work out, the first person that came to my mind was Bito. Bito. And I'm like, why am I thinking about this guy? You know, Blackmagic. You know, I didn't know about Blackmagic. I didn't do Blackmagic. I did cleansings. I would do the spiritual baths. I always had the baths. I always boiled herbs and do the baths and stuff like that. And I always did candles. My husband would call me a witch. Like, you're a witch. I'm like, yeah, but I don't hurt people. Like, I'm gonna help you if anything. Whatever. It didn't work out. And then the first person that came to mind was Bito. When Blackmagic, how Blackmagic is, the first person that comes to your mind is the person that is doing the work. That's how you know someone is doing work on you, because why am I thinking about this dude from fucking college? Like, I don't know him. I don't know anything about the person. Nothing. Like, we don't know each other. We don't speak to each other, and we're not friends. Like, you don't know my life. I don't know his life. I don't know anything about the person. But they popped up in my mind. When my marriage failed, they popped up in my mind. And then even with the marriage, I had so many problems. Damn. Every time I start talking about this magic, and it's just so noisy outside. I think that's the fire truck. It's just so much stuff. And it's like, whenever something happens or it breaks or things go wrong, the first person that pops into your mind is the person doing black magic on you. But at the time, I didn't know about black magic. I didn't know about stuff like that, but I always did cleansings. I always did the baths. I always did my candles, and I would pray. I would just pray. I would just pray to God. Like I didn't go to church or anything like that. I would just pray, and I was always witchy, whatever. That was just part of how I am. The marriage, we were not, we couldn't even be friends. The divorce took 4 years. He took the wedding rings. We split the children for the holidays. Child support. He doesn't pay the child support. That's like 80 grand owed. But what men do, they fail to work. They don't want to work so that they don't have to pay the support. But and then it's undocumented that you have a job and you have to pay X amount of money. So and then the support just goes up. They never pay it. Like I had to do everything on my own. So it was like split the holidays, and we had to split like college. Like my son is in college, Buffalo University, going for mechanical engineering. Excuse me. Mechanical engineering, and he's supposed to help me like pay for tuition. Like he's supposed to help me like pay for stuff. Never helped. Like when high school came, he didn't help me with the graduation, with prom, even with my daughter, didn't help me with none of that. And then it was, we would, I guess they would go to him on the weekends, and I always had them their own phone. They had their own phone because he wouldn't let me speak to them. I had them their own phone. He would take their phone. He would look through their messages. The girl he was with was doing stuff too, and it was just so much. I was just like, I would just hope, I would pray for them to be safe, and I would want them to be okay, and just to be okay, because he would just do things to me to irritate me and just to make me upset, and I'm just like, I can't even say, oh, can you hold them for a week, or can you watch. It was just, everything was always a problem, and everything was malicious, and everything was an issue. The courthouse never helped me. So it was like, and the woman that he was with was doing black magic on him and love spells on him. So and then he would ask me, oh, what does this mean, and what does that mean? I'm like, that's a love spell. She had a chicken, and she would put the egg, like crack a chicken egg, and the chicken egg would be like here, and then the chicken is over the egg, and she had it like under the couch, or she had it hidden, and he found it, and then he asked me what that is, and I was like, that's a love spell. I was like, she's trying to control you, whatever. But he still stayed with her, and she was 11 years younger than me. So I'm in my 20s. She's like 16. 16. A little girl playing in black magic. Like, she cursed her own life. Whatever she did, whatever work she did black magic on the kids, on my kids, on everything. And it was just like, it was just hell. It was just hell. I was like, I can't be with nobody because it's just so bad. And then it's like the house, the cars, I gave him everything. Like, just take it and leave me alone. That's how bad it was. And the courts never helped. So I'm always thinking that he was doing black magic so that no one would enforce the issue, no one would enforce the court cases or anything, and everything always went in his favor. And then he's dead wrong, but everything went in his favor. And I'm just like, it's like, you feel defeated, but it's all magic. It's all black magic. There's no way to prove it. There's no way to prove it. I could say it's the magic. I could say all this. I could tell you everything. But how can you prove it? There's no way to prove it. The way someone is doing the work is when the work backfires. And then their life is cursed, and everything that they put you through, now they're going to be going through it. And then it's like, I just couldn't believe like the way my life was going. And then I always thought it was the husband doing work, and that he had the girl he was with doing work on him, and doing work on the kids, and doing work on me. And she would copy me too. She would copy me too. Like I would wear blonde, she would get her hair blonde. I had a mohawk, so I had the mohawk hairstyle, and she cut her hair off too. I'm like, wow, like I always try to do things different so that you can't copy me, but then people still try to copy. And I'm just, it doesn't phase me anymore. Like before, when I was younger, it would irritate me, but now I don't care. You know, people always copy. You know, they always copy what they aspire to be or they want to be. So it's like, it's whatever. I don't even care anymore. But I always thought it was the ex-husband because I knew him, and then we're enemies. Like now the kids are 20 and 21, we're not friends. There's no communication with the children. There's no communication with me either, and he doesn't help me, and my son is in college. And then yeah, I need help with that, but it's like, you know, I gotta do what I gotta do, like, you know, and take care of my baby. Like I gotta do what I gotta do and take care of him, the finances, the tuition, the room and board. I have to do everything by myself. So it's fine because I'm used to it. But and then now I'm coming to realize that it was college. This person from fucking college was sitting there playing with my life, and trying to ruin my whole entire life. And I'm just like, why? Like we were never together. Like we were never a couple. We were never an item. I maybe liked you as a person because I didn't know you, but if I would have known that this is what you was into, we would have never been friends from way back when. But and then another college friend passed away, so I went to the funeral, and that's how I met them. Then they're asking me for help because I work in the courts, I work in the justice system, and they want help with their son. So and then I'm praying, you know, for everything to work out. And I'm like, but everything seems clear. I'm reading the cards, I'm like, everything is clear, you know. Everything was clear for the child. But then when I read the cards, it was two women on the cards, and one was an evil woman and one was a good woman. And then it's like, you know, the evil woman, I told him about this evil woman, like, you gotta be careful of this woman because she's trying to ruin your entire life. Like, I told him this. You know, he doesn't believe me. And it's fine. It's like, you know, all you can do is tell a person the message. You could tell them. You can warn them. You can advise them. You know, it's on them to listen. They don't want to listen, so then they're going to end up with all that. Whatever's gonna come is gonna come. And you know what? You were warned. You were told. You knew what the fuck was going on, and you played along with the shit. So it's like, you know, it's not my problem. All I had to do was tell you because I knew what was going on. In the cards, it was two women in the cards. One was evil and one was nice. And then he said that he tried to propose to this woman and she didn't want to be with him. She was like, no, she refused it. She's like, I don't want to be with you. She's like, oh, can you imagine? Like, he sits there and plays in Blackmagic and just does all this fucked up shit to people. And then you got a good woman on your side. And then you do so much shit to her. And then you finally ask her, oh, that you want to be with her, you want to marry her. And she don't want to be with you. She don't want to be with you. So then now you stuck with the ring, and you stuck with this evil woman. Now you stuck with her because that's who you keep putting over everybody. You keep putting the woman that's doing black magic on you. It's not my problem. It's not my problem. It's not my business. But I just couldn't believe that this Bito. I just couldn't believe that this person is so hung up on me, and we were never together. We were never together. And then it's like, ever since I met him on the funeral, everything for me has went crazy. Like the numbers, I look at the numbers, I look, like everything was just off. But I knew it was him. And I didn't want to believe it was him. Like, I wanted a friend. I wanted to be friends, you know? But it was like, when it comes to money, and you fucking up the money, like, nah, there's no friendship there. Like, we can never be friends. If you're trying to fuck up the money, we can't be friends. And I tried. I tried. I didn't even talk about all the shit. I maybe told him all the stuff that I was going through. But and then I'm thinking that this is a friend, and they were never my friend. Like, everything that I was going through with my husband, like, he was laughing at everything. I had to go through so much shit. I lost everything. I gave everything. I was like, just take it and go, like, please. And 4 years for the divorce. Everything was just so bad. And then I'm always single. I've never been remarried, you know. And then it's like, I always thought it was the husband doing the magic on me. And then come to find out, it was fucking Pito from college this whole time. And I'm like, what? Like, what? Like, we would never, nothing. Like, why? I would have helped them. I would have helped him. But he chose to make me an enemy. And he chose to do black magic on my life. It's been years of fucking hell. And I couldn't understand, why was I going through all this stuff? And it was because he was playing in black magic. Playing with my life. And then it's like, when you don't know black magic is gonna work on you. I had to grow, I had to heal, I had to evolve, I had to master cleansing myself, cleansing my energy, you know, realize when someone is playing with you. It's like everybody that I met, all they ever did was black magic. That's all I know. That's all I know is people doing shit to me, doing stuff against me. You know, I went to Ghana. And that's all I had to deal with. And then I never been to Nigeria, but then the people I met in Ghana were friends or have family in Nigeria. So then it was both countries just coming for me. And I never even been to Nigeria. I've been to Ghana twice, but Nigeria I was supposed to go. I never went there, you know, because things got so bad and people were coming for me so hard. And it wasn't safe. It wasn't safe for me to go, so I never went. But whatever. But you know, it was like life. Everything just was, it was always a problem, and I couldn't understand, like, why is life like this? Like, why? Every person that I meet does black magic against me, or they hate me, or it's always a problem. And I think I was in a relationship, and then he died. He passed away because I was telling him about the magic. I was helping him. But the black magic is like, I couldn't protect him because he wasn't, I just couldn't protect him. Whatever, we wasn't together, and then we were just friends, but it was like I couldn't, once, I don't know, it was just bad. But he passed away. For me, it's black magic. It was a car crash. He died in a car, no, he didn't die in the car crash, but the car crashed, and he was like, and he was deported. So he went back to Ghana, and he was deported. The car crashed, and he was paralyzed from his legs down. And then he died a year after that car accident. And I'm just like, but it was all magic, black magic, but you can't prove it. You can't prove black magic. So, and then it's like, you know, you just gotta take it, like, wow, like, that's just what it is. Like, this is what it is. Like, people just sit here and they just play magic. They want to ruin your life, and then they think that you don't know. And then all I could do is just pray and cleanse my energy. I didn't go to church because the people in church did black magic too. They did black magic too, and I didn't want to be around it. I didn't want to be around them because they laugh and they smile in your face and they do black magic against you. So then when people come and they comment and they like, oh, you need to go to church, you need this, you need Jesus, you need, I'm like, all I need is God. All I need is God. Like, that's all I need. It's like all this other stuff, it doesn't matter to me. Church doesn't matter to me. It's like nothing matters to me but God, and doing things for myself, for my ancestors, breaking these generational curses and moving forward. It's like, I'm not gonna be stuck. Like, I'm not gonna be fucked up. Like, these people doing all this black magic. And it's just like, wow, like, I thought it was the ex-husband, but it wasn't the ex-husband. It was the girl he was with was doing black magic on him and doing black magic on me, doing black magic on the kids. But that was his problem. That's not my issue. Like, we will never be friends. It's like things were so bad is because of who they chose to be with, and it's not my problem because like, it's not my problem. And then it's like, just to think that everything was so bad is because this little boy from fucking college was mad. It's like, you don't even know me. Like, you don't know anything about me as a person. And you're gonna sit here and try to ruin my entire life because you mad? Black magic is like, it's a curse. It's a curse. It's like you're accepting a curse. You're accepting that you're going to curse a person, that you want to curse this person. You want to curse this person. So, and then you want to do a black magic spell on this person. The spell works because they have not grown. They don't know anything about magic. They don't believe in it. They don't know anything about it, but they know about magic, but they don't know that someone can work against you this way. So, and then they did a curse. The curse could be 10 years, 20 years, they just kept doing it over and over and over. You didn't know that it was a friend that was doing the curse, so the magic works because you didn't know who was doing it. You thought they were your friend. You thought that you could be close to them. You thought that you can keep communication. You thought that you can have some sort of relationship. But when it comes to black magic, you have to get away from them. When you block, the moment that I blocked them, I deleted everything. I didn't even know their name on social media, but once I found the name, I was like, nah, get off my page. On TikTok, no, on YouTube and TikTok, it's like, I don't have time to search, but it's just like, whatever, they're gonna see me. They're gonna see me because I'm already out there. I'm all over the media because I want to be on the media. It is Lead with Love. Lead with Love Inc. It's a nonprofit organization. It is for spiritual awareness. It's for spiritual growth. My channel is entertainment purposes. It's for entertainment purposes. The nonprofit organization is for entertainment purposes, and it's to share awareness on spirituality, spiritual things. And we have to grow, we have to heal, we have to figure this shit out, because things that happen in life are not supposed, like, bad things that happen are not supposed to happen. It's usually because of the people that you have in your life, and you got to figure out who you have on your team and who has to get out of here, who has to be taken out of your team. I couldn't be friends with my ex-husband because of the black magic. Whatever they was involved in, I was like, I don't want nothing to do with that. So I had to remove myself. We had kids, and then it was on the kids. That was their decision to not want a relationship with him. I didn't take that away from them, you know. But when a man says, "Oh, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that," and they don't show up, that breaks that child's heart. So when it's their 16th birthday, their 17th birthday, their anytime he was supposed to come through, he would never come through. He wouldn't answer the phone. And it was just like, yeah, this is your baby. This is your first child. And then it's just like, I don't know if whatever was done to get to me. But whatever he did, like the first man to break my daughter's heart was her father, you know? And it's just like, wow, like, I'm sorry. I am so sorry that this man was your father. Or I'm sorry that this is the person that I chose to be your father. I'm sorry. And it's on the children to want a relationship with him or not. But it's like he has done so much to hurt them, they don't even care. It's like, I do everything. I'm the man. I'm the woman. I'm everything to the kids. Well, to my kids, I'm everything. So it's like, and I do everything for them. Whatever they need, I got it. All you gotta do is tell me. I'ma get it. If I don't got it, I'm gonna get it. I'ma go and get it. Like, you just gotta tell me. That's all you gotta do is just tell me, and I'ma do whatever I gotta do to get you what you need. That's the kids. I'll do anything for the kids, That's all I have. But it's been years of black magic. So, foster care. You could say I was in college from 18. I'm 44. I'm gonna be 45 in November. I'm gonna be 45. I am gonna celebrate myself for my 45th birthday. I'm gonna just celebrate myself. But it's like, it's been more than 20 years of black magic. It's been hell. It's been fucking hell, but it's fine. That's how I know how to overcome it. That's how I know how to protect myself, how to protect my energy, how to defeat it. You have to keep going no matter what happens. Like, these people do everything to break you down, to make you mad, to make you upset. And it's like, don't be upset. Like, I always smile. I always find a reason to smile. I always find a reason to be happy. It's like, happiness is a choice. You can choose to be fucked up, and you could be mad all day, mad and upset and talking shit and talking crazy. I was like, you know what? I don't want to be like that. I don't want to be fucked up. Like, these people are fucked up and angry and mad. I was like, I'm gonna be happy. I was like, I don't care what I go through, I'm gonna be happy. And they want all this stuff to happen, and it's like, I'm gonna be happy and I'm gonna keep pushing forward. I'm gonna do my Return to Senders because the Return to Senders are effective. All this work that these people been doing, like, it's just gonna go back to them. All this work, like, he has like a baby mother. He has a baby mother, and it's crazy because then the kids are not even his kids. Like, she trapped him to make him be with her so that he wouldn't be with me. So she took him from me so that she could be with him. But the same way you get your man, it's the same way you lose your man. So it's like, I wish them the best. I wish them the fucking best. But you know what? The baby is not his, and he's not happy because it's just like, whatever all the black magic that she did is just gonna come back and haunt her and hurt her. All the things that he did against me, it's like he turned his own kids against him because of all of the work. He ruined his own life because of all the black magic he did. All of the black magic. He manipulated the courts so that the courts would side with him. And he owes at least 70 grand. You know, and there's no help, there's no support, there's no nothing. And it's like I don't even fight for it anymore. It's like just I want it to go away, but then it's like it's not gonna go away. It's there, it's permanently there in writing. And it's just like, wow, I'm just being married. Like that was just the worst part of my life. The worst time of my life was being married. But college, I like college because I wasn't home. I got to be away, away from home. I wasn't in the group home. I wasn't, you know, I didn't have a curfew. Like I'm in the group home, but I have a curfew. I can't do this. I can't do that. I have chores. I have, you know, I live a certain kind of way. But when I was in college, it was like I was free. You know, I was good. I got to do what I wanted. And then this fucking boy wants to come and curse my life. And it's like, you don't even know anything about me. And it's like, how could you do that to me? And then I had to struggle from young. And then it's like, you're going to sit here and then just do everything to make my life even harder than what it had to be. I refuse to be fucked up. And it's like, whatever happens to this person, it happens. They deserve it. Whatever evil, whatever supernatural shit is happening to them, they deserve that. They deserve that, and they deserve more. You know, nobody ever did anything to this person. Pito. Nobody ever did anything to him. And I would never understand the reasoning for doing whatever he did. I would never understand it. And it's like people that do black magic are mentally unstable. They're not okay. They're not okay. They have a mental, something is wrong. Something is wrong mentally because there was no reason for doing whatever was done. And that's why supernatural things are happening, bad things are happening, you know, people are gonna die, death spells were done. It's like all this stuff is done. Like this is what I've had to deal with all my life for over 20 years. Death spells, when a person does a death spell, people are gonna die. You know, all the chaos, all the poverty, all that energy is gonna go back to them. It's gonna stick to them. They won't be able to cleanse it. They won't be able to do anything to get rid of that energy because they put the energy out, and they won't be able to run away from it. And I know in this video I was talking a lot because I talk a lot about black magic, but it's like it's just been years of black magic. It's been years of black magic, and it's like every time I meet somebody, it's always some black magic. It's always something. And if it's not them, it's whoever they're with. Once they see me, they're like, oh, I'm a do this and I'm gonna do that. And I'm like, oh, I don't got time. I don't have time for this. And it's whatever. It's like whatever happens, it happens. All I've ever done is pray to God. That's all I ever done is pray, and I keep God close. I pray to God. I wanted to be closer to my ancestors. I burn ancestor money every day. Every single day, because I wanted to be closer to the ancestors, because things that were happening were supernatural things. It was out of the ordinary thing. I didn't understand, like, why was life so hard? And it's like every time I met someone, they did black magic. Everyone, the people in Ghana, like I went out travel, and then people, I go overseas, and even the people overseas doing shit to me, and I'm just like, what the entire fuck? Like, oh my God. Like, I just want to be at peace. And that's why when I go out, I'm on my business, I enjoy myself, my time, and I don't care. I do not care what happens to anyone that has done anything against me. I don't care what happens to them. They could drop dead. They could drop dead. They could get sick. They could go. I don't care. That's how I really feel. I just don't care. And the way things have been for so long, it has made me that way. It made me to stop caring about people because they don't care about me. They could sit there and they'll do all this black magic against me. And it's like, you don't even know me, but they want to do all this work. Do your return ascenders, do your return ascenders, do your cleansings, keep going with your cleansings, rebuke the energy. You could just rebuke the energy. I rebuke all this energy. Like, you could keep all that energy. All these love spells. People do so many love spells. It's crazy. It's crazy how they do these love spells, and they want you to like them, and they want you to care about them, and they just doing all this stuff. It's just like, wow. Fucking wow. But, they curse themselves to be alone forever. They try to trap a person. They curse themselves. They curse. It's like, I'm just so tired of everybody and they shit. It's like, I don't care. And I'm just so happy to move forward in life. Because it has always been black magic done. And then it's like, you can't talk about the magic because no one's gonna believe you. No one's gonna believe that it is magic. And I could say it's magic. I know you did something to me. And they would say, I didn't do nothing to you. I would never do anything to you. But and then now, as the tables turn, and the energy goes back to whoever put it out there, is like, it's gonna go back, and then your life is fucked up. Why is your life so fucked up? Because of all the shit that they did, all the shit that they put out. And it's like, the ex-husband made my life hard on purpose, and all the energy that he put out, it's gonna go back to him. So now, going on 45, 50, and your whole life is fucked up, and then you have to live the rest of your life in a fucked up situation, and it's just messed up. And then for this person, Pito, college, it's like, yo, you sat here and did all this shit, and it's gonna come back to you, and it's gonna curse your entire life. You're 45, 46, you're going on 50, and you cursed your entire life. It's like, wow, like, that's what you wanted for yourself. You chose to live a cursed life. When you chose to curse me, you chose to curse yourself. It is what it is. I don't care. I do not care. Moving forward, I know I was chatty, but I just wanted to talk about the black magic, because black magic, it has been an ongoing thing for years, for many years. And all I do is cleanse myself, cleanse my energy. I cleanse myself. I protect myself. And I use the black salt is to repel the negative energies, and to protect my home and my space, my splash. I've been making this for years. I've been making the splash for years. And it's now that I'm marketing it or I'm selling it, and but I've always made this because I've always been going through shit. I've always been going through stuff, and I'm like, oh my God. Like, oh my God. But the spray helps. The spray does help. And you just have to keep moving. You can't stay stuck. You can't stay fucked up for too long. It's like, whatever people do, it's like, okay, you gotta find something else to do. People try to block your money. You have to find another way to make money. People want to cause you all these problems within your life. You have to move around and find another way to get things done, because people will always try to stop you from moving forward and just living your best life. And they will be forever mad, or they're gonna die. That's how I see it. They're gonna die, or they're just gonna live the rest of their life cursed, but that's the life that they chose. They chose to be like that, and it's fine. I choose God. I love God, and I keep God with me. And, I pray and I thank God for everything that I have. I don't have everything, but it's like I'm thankful to have what I need for right now. I'm thankful to have what I have, because it could be worse, because of all this black magic and all this shit that all these people did against me. So, and then I'm talking about the ex-husband, I'm talking about college, and then I go to work, and then it's employers from work too. I go and I travel overseas. It's the people in Ghana and Nigeria. You go to work for the government, it's the people in government. It's like everybody come against me. It's like whoever comes my way, it's always some shit. It's always like this. But I'm gonna always be fine. I'm gonna always overcome, and I'm gonna always be okay. I'll always be all right. Leave with love, stay positive, vibe high. And I just wanted to explain the magic, because it has been ongoing for a long period of time. So I talk about black magic on this channel, but it's been an issue. It's been a problem for many years. It's been a problem all my life. It's been a problem. It's been an issue, and nobody ever wants to talk about black magic. And I just want to talk about it. I want to talk about it, and I want to bring things to light. I just want you to know, like, what is going on, like what people are capable of, and it's just like, wow, like, oh my God. Yeah, so when I'm in the beach and I'm having a good time and I'm minding my business, leave me alone. Leave with love. Bye.